Gems in the trash, we make our stand. Cleave through cliche, shield against the onslaught. Trauma dump for kinks, not in my books. Red flags for flavor? How dare you mock my word? Spice only to cry, they really love each other. That's not a story. So pick up sword and shield. Join in my noble crusade. We'll wade through Wattpad trash and broken dream. I'm not here to kill your voice, only raise it to sing. What's up, everybody? Some Gamer Chick is back again with another episode of Crusades Against Bad Writing. So I know I missed the last 2 Sundays. I do apologize, but I just really didn't want to do it. I don't know. I was in a huge reading kick. I still kind of am. And I also worked both Sundays, and then on my off days, I was just reading so much the animals were getting annoyed with me. So I didn't do and I do apologize for that. But we are back again with reading from SCOTTIE and working more on my Amber story, which is my remake and my take on the SCOTTIE story. But let's go ahead and get into the chaotic, terrible writing of SCOTTIE so we can get to the Amber part and we can start trying to finish this up. I know I am babbling right now, but let's get going. Chapter 21 of SCOTTIE. You have received a message. My automatic computer made me jump. Hopefully it was Jordan, I thought. I got up to see who it was, but it was Jason. I spoke too soon. That's Tolkien level of writing right there. Jason. Hi. What do I say? Hi back, obviously. SCOTTIE. Hi. Jason. What you up to? Awkward, I thought. SCOTTIE. Just about to go to bed. You? Jason. Same. Okay. SCOTTIE. Well, good night, Jason. Jason. Good night, sexy. Ugh. I didn't even reply back. He was so distant and as was I. But why is he? I will soon find out. What the fuck? God damn. I just read this because this is take 2 and it still hurts. Now, class, we will be doing a history project, Mr. Samuel says. While everyone grunts, this project is like none other. Was that supposed to make everyone excited about it? Well, it didn't. Most of everyone rolled their eyes. It will take most of the year, and you will be partnered. Everyone got a little more excited since they will get to do it with their friends. I'll be choosing the partner you will be working with. What a downer. Whoever you are working with will sit with you for the rest of the year. Punishment, it sounds like. Peter smiled at me, hoping I was partnered with him. I smiled back in a friendly way. I hope he didn't think anything of it. Okay, now everyone stand up and I will assign you partners. Everyone stood up as if they weighed 1,000,000 pounds and like it was the hardest thing to do. He started partnering people. Miley and Amber, Christine and Tony, George and Judy, Crystal and Nena, Becky and Lynn. Peter and Jason. Wow, Jason hates Peter. Sally and Lou, James and Jill. Where's my name? Jessica and Marcy. And the list went on till I heard my name. SCOTTIE and Stephanie. Now everyone find your partner and sit down. Who was Stephanie? I stood there looking like an idiot until I heard someone behind me. SCOTTIE, we are partners. In such a low voice, I am surprised I heard it with all the noise. I turned around and saw the beautiful green-eyed girl. You must be Stephanie. I smiled with a hot feeling going to my cheeks and definitely noticeable. She helped me in class once and bumped into Jason. I still never got her name, but I'm glad I did now. We sat down and she was very distant and shy. I hope she didn't think I was mean like my boyfriend. Mr. Samuel blabbered about the project for the rest of the period. It bored me and the rest of the students to tears. So, this word right here sounds like it's not a word, but
Yes, blabbered is a word. It's the past tense of blabber, which means to talk excessively, foolishly, or without thinking, often revealing secrets or rambling without control. Example, he blabbered on about the mission, completely ignoring protocol. It's more casual and slightly pejorative, suggesting the person's speech was chaotic, nervous, or inappropriate in context. If you're using it for tone, like a character nervously talking too much or accidentally spilling something important, blabbered works just fine. Want a stronger or more poetic synonym depending on mood?
this entire story was just Amber blabbering on and on. I caught Stephanie staring at me once, then for the rest of the class, she didn't even look my way or talk to me. Finally, at the end of class, I went up to her right when she left the room. It was nice to meet you, Stephanie, I said, trying to be nice. I mean, she was going to be my partner the whole year, so we had to be on the same page. She just looked at me then, smiled, and walked away. Did I do something wrong? Broccoli in my teeth? Was my makeup utterly messed up? Nah, can't be. Yeah, no, it can't be anything wrong with her appearance. I went to my next class realizing I have 4 out of 5 classes with Stephanie a day. I have 4 out of 5 chances a day to make my partner at least my acquaintance. The fudge nuggets. 23. That's not too long. Playing Super Mario Party with Samantha was always fun, even if she's wearing a look-alike prostitute outfit right beside you. God damn, what is wrong with Amber and just completely tearing down every other female around her? Like, what the fuck? Ha, I won again, Samantha yelled, leaning back a little too much. Oh God, Sammy, change your damn skirt. I saw way more than I wanted to see of my sister. Shut up, look what you're wearing. If she actually thought my outfit was as bad, then she was clearly blind. I was wearing a zebra print striped spaghetti strap with a tight short jean shorts that were black. I guess I was not exactly a geek outfit, but it wasn't slutty either. I mean, that's kind of slutty. I mean, I've got a tank top on right now, and I've got shorts, but they're not like super tight. I'm 17. This outfit is completely appropriate. I fought back. Yeah, appropriate for the slut campaign. Yeah, Samantha, call it out, SCOTTIE. She started laughing, and so did I. Just kidding, but I am going to borrow that outfit someday. Yeah, freaking right. She must not only be blind, but she was dreaming too. But I do need a new outfit for this Saturday. I remember just then that this Saturday is the first Saturday I'm not hanging with Jason. Wait, my sister had plans and I didn't? How weird. Saturday, what are you doing then? Hanging with a friend. Let's play again. She sure was acting odd. Who? I asked. Nicole. Sorry, was going to call her Jessica for a minute there. Odd little girl. Amberlynn Reid, wordsmith, has the subtlety of an earthquake in a China store. Chapter 24. Hi, Melanie. How are you feeling? I asked over the phone. I'm okay. Thanks, hon. I was wondering if you'd go with me to my appointment on September 8th. I find out when I'm due, which I pretty much know already, but they are going to give me an ultrasound. Should be an N right there. And all that. She was out of breath after saying all of that. Oh, you mean Amber would have been out of breath after saying all of that. Yes, of course I will go. I'll do anything for her and with her if she needed me. I'm going to find out the sex of the baby. I'm so excited. Really, as long as that's what you want to do. I do. So how's everything else? It's okay. I think you need to be farther along than that to figure out the sex of a baby. So how's everything else? It's okay. I'm going to school for a few days. My mom thinks I have the flu. Been puking a lot, I asked. Unfortunately, my teeth are purely white from all this teeth brushing. We both laughed. Melanie, I asked after silence. Yeah. How long have you known? Hopefully it's an answer I want to hear. 10 minutes before I called you. Thank God. I'd feel so crappy if she knew for a while and didn't tell me. I was her best friend. God fucking damn it. She makes everything about herself. She should be able to tell me everything. I wouldn't have kept that from you. Then I thought of Jason and how I'm keeping something from her. Wow. Chapter 25. I lay in bed with my mind wandering, and I realize this is only the first week of school, and I feel like I'm in a high school soap opera. 26. I see Stephanie sitting in front of class right now in English. I decided to pass her a notice. Anything works, right? Notice? A notice of what? Of an eviction? I am evicting you from your seat. Here's your notice. Hi, hey Stephanie, just wanted to say hi and say I am totally excited about the history project. We should start working on it ASAP. Scottie. I never gave her the note though. Notice. Which one is it? It sounds like I have a junior high crush. I thought to myself, how funny. All I wanted to do was bond with my partner. I need an A- at least to pass history class. I think you can pass history class with like a C or a B too. Though, let's be honest, Amber probably only got like an F and was just smooshed through because of No Child Left Behind. I stuffed the note in my purse and just sat there gazing off into space, thinking of Jordan and Stephanie without even realizing it, really. Huh? It's like she's trying to make this a deep philosophical story, and all I'm getting is whiny me teenager. Right? Am I the only one getting that from this? Okay. Chapter 27. So I told my sister I'd take the bus with her to get a perfect outfit for tomorrow. She wanted me to go because she said I have good taste. I do agree. I kept wondering why she'd want to get a new cute outfit to hang out with a girl named Nicole. Was there going to be a party involved? Boys, drugs? No, not drugs. She wouldn't need a new outfit. Something was going on and I would find out. So let me get this logic. She wouldn't need a new outfit if drugs were involved. Okay. Okay, Amber. So you're ready? I asked, looking her up and down, wondering where she got all these slutty clothes. She sure did need my help. She probably got them from your fucking... Oh my God. So what store are we going to? She asked, walking out the door. Jaslyn's. It was the best clothing store. Once we got there, my sister said I can pick out her outfit with no help from her because she trusted my judgment. She was being utterly nice all of a sudden. All right, I said, suspicious. All she did was sit outside waiting for me. Odd girl, I tell ya. Now look, I have no sense of fashion. And if I ask someone to help me pick out an outfit for something, I would be right there so I could veto anything that they tried to put me in that I didn't like. I wouldn't be sitting outside the store waiting for them. Because one, if I'm with them, we can get my perfect size, right? Two, I can make sure that they don't dress me up in a fucking clown outfit. And three, it'll be something that I like. Amber has no concept of what other people would do because she is so self-centered and focused inward instead of observing other people. Ya know. It took me about 40 minutes for me to find the perfect outfit. I hope she will like it. It was a spaghetti strap, which she is always wearing, but the spaghetti strap had her name on it in the on the bottom corner. The spaghetti strap was pink. I also got her these cute tight white jean shorts, these jacket thing that was as long as a bra, which was white too. She loved it, gave me a hug. It sure was easy shopping for her, but not easy finding out what she was up to. Okay. 28. Guess who I invited over? Melanie said, looking jolly. She had a little pudge in her belly. It was adorable. Okay. Who? I truly had no idea. Jason! I was shocked and my eyes widened. Is there a problem? She could always tell when something was wrong. No. Why do you ask? I can't believe I just lied to her. You have a fright look in your eye. Or in your face. Well, it's just right when I was thinking of telling her the doorbell rang. Go get it, silly, she said, kind of shoving me. I opened the door and there he was. Hi, Scottie. He hugged me. I was surprised. Hi, I said. Time went by and me and Jason only spoke a few words to each other. Melanie kept giving us weird, confused stares. It was awkward for all of us, so finally Jason decided to leave. It was fun. See you later, he said, hugging us both bye. It seemed like he was guilty about something. What in the world is going on? Melanie said as she left. I really don't know. Tell me, I can probably help. She usually can, but I doubt with this. Can we sit down first? I'm not feeling too well. You're pregnant too? She was excited. I could tell in her voice. Oh my fucking God. No, I'm not. She kind of looked disappointed. Okay, then tell me what's wrong, she said, heading to the living room and turning down her music. Well, Jason came over for dinner the other day. We all went out to eat, but the whole time he and Samantha were googly eyes over each other, I said, looking down, playing with my fingers. Aw, Scottie, that must have hurt you, she said, going to hold my hand, but it didn't hurt me. She looked shocked. Well, it did, but not in the way it should have. What do you mean? She looked overly concerned. I don't love Jason, I said slowly with watery eyes. Oh my, is it another guy? Yeah, right. No, I don't know. What are you going to do, hun? I don't know. She hugged me and I silently cried, wishing this would all go away. I feel nothing for these cardboard cutouts of people. I really don't. Like, I don't love my boyfriend. Okay. Can you stop telling me? Isn't her friend in a coma? What the fuck is the plot in this stupid ass story? Oh shit, that was a week ago. I cried. He cried too. We both cried. We both crowed. Okay. 29. We were still awake. We watched half of Titanic and decided not to watch the other half because it's so sad. Dude, this entire story is a crime against literature. I can't believe you don't have all those rules anymore, Melanie said, scooping us some ice cream. I know, that's explain why I'm staying the night. Duh, we both laughed. Scottie Marie Farrell is our hour of boot camp. Huh? You bet she is. We laughed more and started eating our ice cream. I felt a lot better after talking to her about the Jason situation. I miss Vanessa, Melanie randomly said. Her and Vanessa were a little closer than me and Vanessa, but I mean, we were all close. Me and Vanessa just never were serious friends. We just joked around constantly, but that was before her and Jordan got together. I still loved her as a friend, though. When you try to reach a word count. Right? I'm going to the hospital Sunday, I told her. Really? Can I go? Of course, Jordan is going to. I can't believe I haven't told her I'm pregnant. She was already done with her ice cream, but I had more to go. When are you going to tell her? I asked. Maybe after the appointment. She started crying. What's wrong? These hormones of mine are all messed up. And then we both started laughing. She was such a goofball. I wonder what her precious son or daughter will look like. Melanie was one beauty. Let's get to chapter 30. I want to go home and sleep. Last night was a long night. Thank you for dropping me off. I said to Melanie, I had fun. So did I. I will see you tomorrow, okay? Si, senorita. Adios, bonita. I blushed and got out of the car. Well, I never blushed like that before. I waved by and went inside. Damn, she's just in love with everybody right now. I waved by and went inside. Home sweet home. How do I look? My sister said, looking as if she was waiting for me to get home. You look great. She really did. Surprisingly, she wasn't wearing too much makeup. She looked so pretty. Thank you. She smiled hugely. She smiled hugely. Okay. When are you leaving? I wanted to meet this mysterious Nicole. In like 20 minutes, I'm taking the bus. Damn, why? Suspicious I was. Okay, Yoda. She don't drive, silly. Nice save. Well, I'll see you later. I'm going to sleep, I said, walking up to my room. No messages, no good TV show on, so I was going to sleep, hopefully to dream about SpongeBob, not a damn soap opera. One more chapter just because I'm curious. Chapter 31. I ended up dreaming of Stephanie and Jordan, but their bodies were switched. It was scary. I'm glad I'm awake in reality again, even if it is more scary. I went downstairs to get something to eat, and there was a note from my parents on the refrigerator. We went to Betsy's. We will be home around 9 tonight. Order some Chinese food. Love you guys, Mom and Dad. You can tell Mom wrote it. Thought Dad has horrible handwriting. All right, cool. I ended up making a turkey sandwich with tortilla chips inside. So yummy. I decided I'll order Chinese food later when Samantha gets home. When will that be? Not a clue. This is why we needed damn cell phones, but whatever. I watched some TV, did some homework, went online, and no one was on. I played online games. It was a boring day all around and completely lame. I just left my mind wandering, and I didn't want that. I decided to call Jason, see how he is. I might not like him as a boyfriend anymore. Doesn't he notice? But he was still my friend. I really needed to figure out when and how I'd be breaking his heart. I didn't want that. I don't think he did either. Hello, he answered, sounded echoed. Was he in the bathroom? It did take him longer than usual to answer. Hi, it's me. I know, geez, sorry, rude alert. You with your friends, I asked. Yeah, why? Just wondering. I rolled my eyes. Silence. I got to go. He hung up. Who he has never treated. Wow, he has never treated me like this. What was his problem? Could he see through me? Did he know that soon enough I'd break his heart? The fuck? Okay, this is the final one. 32. I was beginning to pull my hair out from boredom, but then Samantha runs in the house saying she has to pee like a racehorse. I wanted to hear about her day. I waited in front of the bathroom. Boo, don't scare me like that, she said, jumping. Where was the shirt I got her? She was wearing some sweatshirt that was a few sizes too big. whose sweatshirt is that? I asked as she walked into the kitchen. Oh, Nicole's. My shirt got wet. Is she like 20 years old? What? She started eating some tortilla chips I left out. The sweatshirt was huge. The sweatshirt is quite big, I must say. I sounded like an investigator. She's overweight. Gosh, good way to be rude. For some reason, I thought she was lying to me. We ordered Chinese food and didn't talk for the rest of the night. What the fuck am I reading? Ah! Okay, we're done with the reading of this because this was, this is just, Sin, why are you running away? Come here. There's a key. I need emotional support, kitty or dog. This book is like frying my brain. It's not even a book, it's just a blabbering, inconsistent. All right. That was. Okay, let's get into writing the next chapter of my Amber story, which should be quite a bit better. But yeah, let's get into this. think we've got chapter 7. So let's go ahead and read my chapter 7 of Amber. Yeah. Chapter 7. The rest of the day went the rest of the day and week went by in a blur. It felt like everyone was talking about me behind my back. Jason still spoke to me, but he wasn't reaching out to me or giving me the kisses I deserved. When Saturday came around, Samantha was practically jumping out of her skin as she rushed down to answer the door when he arrived for her tutoring lessons. "Jason!" she squealed, the sound like nails on a chalkboard. "I passed the math quiz on Friday." "Good job," Jason congratulated her, giving her a high five. "I passed my math quiz and you don't see me begging for praise like a dog," I snapped at them. Samantha glared at me, but the look Jason gave me was one I couldn't describe. Part pity, part embarrassment, and part something I didn't know. "She's in Algebra 1, Amber," he said. "You're in pre-algebra." "So?" I snarled, my fists clenching at my sides. "Math is math." "Not really," Jason said. It was strange watching him move a hand in front of Samantha and lightly guiding her to move behind him. "There are levels to math, and she's in a class that's higher than yours." He paused, looking back at Samantha before turning back to me. "I can tutor you too if you want." "I don't need your tutoring," I snapped, turning on my heel. I went upstairs to my room. The long, that should be loud. The loud bang of the door, music to my ears as I slammed the door behind me. What did they know about anything? Math was math. Just because Samantha managed to weasel her way into Algebra 1 didn't mean shit. She was still a conniving, slutty bitch. I didn't leave my room for the rest of the night, or much on Sunday either. Monday rolled around and I woke up feeling sick, but Mom wouldn't listen and made me go to school anyway. I spent my first 2 classes hoping I'd puke on the desk. It would serve my mom right for making me come to school. But by lunch, it had faded. I ignored the quad where Melanie, Jason were sitting with their friends, choosing to sit at one of the side tables at the windows overlooking the lake next to our school. I guessed it was pretty. Okay, yeah. The sound of a tray being set down next to me drew my attention to a girl I had never seen before. "Hello, I'm Stephanie. Do you mind if I sit here?" she asked in a soft voice like that of an angel. Her brown hair was long and braided. When the sun hit it through the window, it sparkled with golden copper. Spring green eyes were hidden behind slim glasses, and I found myself wondering what she would look like without them. Damn, the girl would be stunning if she ditched the glasses and put on some makeup. What? I do know English, I swear. My eyes roamed over her clothes. She was wearing a plain blue t-shirt, jean shorts that fell almost to her knees, and a hoodie wrapped around her waist. A simple gold cross was around her neck, along with a simple gold band around her ring finger. "Sure," I said with a smile. "I'm Amber. Did you just transfer here?" Stephanie nodded as she sat down. She had gotten a sandwich from the discount Subway, along with apple wedges and a chocolate milk. "Yeah, Daddy got a job at the local law firm, and they moved us here. There weren't any openings in the Mother Mary's Girls Academy, so I had to come here. Mama was annoyed, but Daddy thought it would be a good experience for me to attend public school for a year." She giggled then, and it was like music. "It has been rather fun to wear what I want." I eyed the clothes again. "So you chose that?" She looked down at her clothes. "What's wrong with them?" "Nothing." I turned back to my pizza. Stephanie remained quiet for a time before speaking up again. "Why are you here by yourself? Everyone else is sitting with friends." "My friends would rather take the side of a guy who keeps cheating on my best friend," I said, letting the hurt fill my voice. "They never listen to me when I try to tell them that he doesn't care, that I see him sucking lips with every other girl at parties." I glanced at her, those green eyes wide with shock, and her mouth opened in a silent "oh." I told her everything then. How Miles abused Melanie and his twin Mike. How Jason was a creep that was hitting on my sister. How my sister was starting to dress like a slut and would soon fall into Satanism. How Jordan and Vanessa were pretending to be gay to fit in with the in crowd. By the end of it, Stephanie was rubbing my back and blabbering nonsense about how God would help them all see the truth. I wanted to laugh. God wasn't real. In that moment, a brilliant idea occurred to me. It would serve Jason right if I left him for a girl, and it would serve Stephanie right for being so fucking pretty and believing in a fake spaghetti monster in the sky. I hope this story is forming quite well. I do. I am enjoying writing it. I really am. It's kind of fun writing someone who is not a good person making mistakes, but just a kind of a bitch. It has been fun. But I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Crusades Against Bad Writing. I am definitely still having fun, even though I know I didn't want to do the last 2 episodes for the last 2 Sundays. But come on, everybody's got days where they just don't want to do anything. But if you don't know, don't forget to check out my own writing. That's book 3. This one actually comes out next month in like 2 weeks on the 4th. So definitely check it out. It's The Raven's Ire. It's book 4. Starting on the 1st of July, Dawn Pearson's will be free on Kindle for everyone. All 4 books are free with Kindle Unlimited, along with my book, The Black Butterfly, which is the first book of my Sacred Blood series. This is my Sacred Beast series. For book 5, I will have an announcement on book 5 on July 4th. So definitely keep in the loop. If you are enjoying what I'm writing with Amber, with me writing someone who's just kind of a bitch, and remember, all of this so far is unedited, all of that. But if you like my writing so far, definitely check out these. I will leave links in the description below. They are on Amazon. You can get hardcover, paperback, all of that. But that will do it for me today. I cleared off their seat, and nobody wanted to sit with me. Oh, hi. Hi, Bubba. Hi, Bubba. Come on. Say goodbye to everybody. Bye-bye. We will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye. Enter the world, but tread with care. Those roots remember every prayer. Carved from ash, from bone, from flame. The sacred beasts don't play or game. Here change comes swift on silver wing, with dragonflies that bite and sting. Truth flickers soft and sharp as steel, and every wound must learn to heal. Don't come armed with hollow lore. This world won't let you fake the war. For those who think they understand, you'll bleed the fastest by your hand. So read and ache, be torn apart. These stories rise from broken hearts. With grit and teeth they scream and soar. You've never known a world like this before.